now we're live.
13-12, y'all. I couldn't say what I wanted to say.
Fuck the police.
Honestly, though, it's not a joke. Like, honestly.
Also, how does everyone like the new layout? Because there's a new layout. It looks different because I broke OBS. I don't know how I broke OBS. I broke a lot of shit. I'm just giving up on the cussing in the first few minutes.
Okay, well, whatever.
I mean, it's kind of hard to put the cat back in the bag when I lean into the microphone and just whisper, fuck the police.
It's true. It's true. But also, seriously, fuck the police.
Was that an ad on the live stream? Maybe. I don't know. They've started doing some weird shit. So, I broke OBS. It's a thing. I lost audio, and then I was able to get that back, but I lost video in the process. And in doing all this, I uninstalled and reinstalled everything like 3 times. So I was
really unhappy.
I had a bad day. So I lost all of my presets for OBS. So I've had to go back and do some stuff. So things might be a little wonky. I apologize.
Apologize for the wonk.
I apologize
But not for the funk, yo.
But not for the fun. It also gave me a chance to, because, now that YouTube stores the live streams, like video on demands for like other streaming services, like Twitch, I didn't feel like I needed to put the chat back in there.
Yeah. Because
it was on the video and then it was on the side, like you could go back and watch it again. So it seems kind of pointless. I also have no idea what you're talking about. Jess gets it. On the other hand, finally went back and beat Skyward Sword. Yeah, I still haven't played Skyward Sword. I haven't.
Also, Mom's not in chat, but hi, Mom. Love you.
So, given the just the shittery of 2020, basically, I want to play some comfort food, so I'm playing some Sonic 2.
I also wanted comfort food, so I made myself some leftover spaghetti with some freshly boiled noodles, but I oversalted the noodles, and that was some of the worst spaghetti I've ever had. It was very disappointing. I hope your comfort food is not disappointing.
You hope my Sonic 2 is less salty?
Well, something's got to be less salty because it sure as fuck ain't me.
I mean, I'm about at the salt. At the salt. So yeah, it's time for some comfort food, gaming, coconuts, fucking monkey.
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Gotta knuckles up and do it.
That was interesting, actually. I got hit, but I had the shield, but I lost my rings. I've played this game a lot, and I've never seen that sequence of events happen. So I'm just gonna go with Gremlins. And fuck you. I don't think I'm actually gonna be going for Chaos Emeralds because I don't care. I'm not gonna beat the game in this live stream setting. I know I'm not, so it kind of doesn't matter.
So today's game is dicking around.
I mean, when is it not in my live streams?
I made a proposal to dick with them.
I proposed a settlement to dick with them. For dealing with lawyers so much. I feel like that might be accurate. Come on, Tails, get the rings. Be useful.
That was so weird though, because it was like, okay, but family law lawyers don't do criminal cases and vice versa. I mean, I guess unless you're in a really small town and, like, you're the only lawyer and the population is, like, 100 people. That could possibly work, but not Fletcher Reed. Nevertheless, picking up the phone and screaming, "Stop breaking the law, asshole." Oh man, I should call the police department and scream that.
Yes.
Stop
breaking the law, asshole.
Stop committing war crimes, asshole. Because let's not forget, tear gas is a chemical weapon.
Did you see the thing about the senator who claimed no quarter?
Oh, yeah.
And then was like, I didn't mean it like that. It's like, there's no other way to fucking mean it. No quarter means no quarter, and that is a war crime.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. Light the hell up, and it's nothing but a piece of shit. Like, I think the Game Gear Mini is cute. Yes, it's pointless. It's
Sony's PlayStation 5
announcement being delayed.
Release.
Like, shit. There's bigger shit to deal with.
Ben and Jerry's fucking statement. Yes, please. Man, capitalism is still a threat to life and liberty, but if there's going to be a brand statement made, well done. And also the Game Grumps and Markiplier. Yes.
Yeah.
Appropriate.
I was really surprised by the Grumps. Like, not in a bad way, just a not... I want to say it's not what I was expecting from them, because that sounds terrible, because like that makes it sound like I think they're terrible people, and they're not. But like just that level of candid about the, yeah, we've fucked up a lot in the past, and we're apologizing for it. And, you know.
Yeah. No, it was...
I fucked that up.
That was a good...
Oh my god, I'm one ring short. Fuck you. The One Ring.
Like, taking responsibility and, I mean, that's the shit. That's why people need to be doing right now, and I appreciated that.
The Game Grumps, they posted a statement on Twitter earlier, that was, like, they've been doing content for a really long time, and, you know, in the process of just getting older and, you know, being dumb kids at one point, because Aaron fully owns the fact that he has said some problematic shit in the past, and has done what he can to, you know, correct that behavior as time goes on. But it's still, you know, it's out there. It's been said. There are compilations of the Game Grumps saying really offensive shit. And, you know, he's owned it. He's like, you know, I've said some really offensive shit. The goal is to do better. And that's...
And they committed to giving $30,000 across 3 or 4 different very specific charities or funds. I think one's a bailout fund, one is a memorial fund, one is a transgender program, a fund for them, and one is for LGBTQ. I can't remember which program. Attached to nothing. They're just giving $30,000, which I appreciate, instead of people being like, a portion of blah 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 proceeds. Like, no. It's not time for shit. They're just taking responsibility.
Yeah, and, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, 30,000 doesn't sound like a lot, especially for, you know, a large entity. The Game Grumps aren't super large, but they've also had a lot of, you know, negative impact due to the coronavirus, because a lot of their money has been coming from recently the fact that they own a touring company. Like, that's what they've started transitioning towards, because they knew, you know, YouTube is dangerously not sustainable. So, like, I loved hearing Aaron talk about that. Try owning a touring company in the middle of the Backstreet Boys reunion tour.
See, Daddy's playing a hedgehog. You can play with your hedgehog.
Yeah, I got access. He has a pink hedgehog full of hedgehog. He's got a hedgehog full of hedgehog.
I made you a pie. Awesome. What flavor is it?
Pie flavored. On screen, cat. Saw the Sonic movie recently. I saw the Sonic movie as well. It wasn't as bad as I was expecting. I was like expecting awful, and it wasn't really.
I did not watch it, so I don't know.
Like, it would have been awful if they had stayed with that original design for Sonic. That was terrifying. That was the stuff of nightmares. Like, that is what causes children to scream in abject terror. Yes?
Just... I got nothing. I'm just here.
You saw that original design concept, didn't you?
Oh, I did. I wholly agree.
Does that look anything like that?
In a nightmare hellscape. Fits in perfectly with the dreams I've been having lately, so...
If Sonic the Hedgehog were designed by Hellraiser...
I mean, that probably doesn't say great things about my mental health, but hey. Can't say the original design, that is where it would fit.
Whee! Do the thing again. Do the thing again. There. Oh, no. There you go. Look at you. I can't do anything while he's doing that other than move forward.
Help! Hank! Help!
Sonic has one eyeball. No, he has two eyeballs. There's a fantastic comic that I've seen where it's like, well, you think this is one giant eyeball, and he takes off, like, it's a goggle, and he's got, it's just the two beady eyes. The white is actually just the goggle around the eyes. It's brilliant. I love it.
Yeah, I did see that DVD. I don't know. I saw another one going around. I can't remember where it is. Where a kid was hit in the head multiple times with less lethal ammunition and was knocked out. He's hospitalized now with a fractured skull and has brain damage. And but the video that's going around is the police said bring him here so we can get him help, and they start carrying him over there, and then the police start firing rubber bullets at the group of people carrying the guy.
It's the, come here, I'm not gonna shoot you.
Yeah. So.
Fool me once.
I wrote a pretty long and angry email to our city council and mayor. They're meeting tonight for the budget, and they're talking about $70 million to the police force, which is a third of our general budget. And this in the midst of a pandemic where city workers haven't gotten their merit-based wage increases. And some of them are likely to be laid off soon. And our firefighters haven't gotten what they need. But they wanted to give $70 million to the police department. So I wrote, their meeting tonight, I wrote a very upset email. Like, y'all, we're in the middle of a pandemic. I'm pretty sure that $70 million could buy a whole lot of PPE for, like, healthcare workers and, like, EMS.
It could. Like, I would rather that money go to, I don't know, anything else.
Yeah.
Like, anything else. Alright, I finally got some slowdown. Whee! It's very quiet. What's the chat? Since you're reading through the chat.
Well, Seven and DD are talking about, and Pen, current events. DD, I don't remember for sure where it happened. If I found it on Facebook, but if I can, I'll post it to Twitter later. Let's see. Purple death fluid.
I mean, it is purple death
Barbara
fluid.
said, "Ah, yes, this zone, the zone of making blood pressure and anxiety rise when underwater."
Enjoy the Totino's pizza rolls, Sonic! Chili dogs!
I mean, that is why you wanted to play this.
Mm-hmm. Enjoy the Totino's pizza. If you haven't seen it, go see There's Something About Sonic. That whole channel is just fucking brilliant. And I love it. And
What is it? Terminal... what?
Terminal Montage, I think?
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, there's something about Sonic the Hedgehog is just brilliant. It has like 2 voice clips of Julia White's Sonic the Hedgehog, and that's really all that's needed. The other thing is there's one scene that a lot of people, I can almost guarantee a lot of people don't know what makes it as fun as it is. He's in Sonic's in Spring Yard Zone. It's the one where he pulls up into traffic and everyone's honking and he's just acting like he's in a car and he just
I mean, you can keep telling me about it. I'm not gonna know. It just... you know the one. No, I don't. I'm sorry.
You watched it with me. But what's funny about that scene in particular for me is all of the people in the cars that Sonic is in between are all other kind of like failed animal mascot characters from other games like Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, Klonoa, I think Knights is there. Like there's just a bunch of characters in those cars that Sonic's just like in the middle of, like, I'm the only one not in a car, and so therefore he can leave them. And then he rescues a bunch of animals from robots and then throws them out of a window saying, "You're free!"
Oh, hey! Sonic the Hedgehog has joined us. Hi!
Hey, Sonic!
You're famous!
Chili dogs!
DB, you were the first person I thought of when I saw that machete guy in Dallas. Because, I mean, I lived in Dallas for a long time, but I don't know many people still living here. Except you! But I couldn't figure out how to reach out and make sure you were okay. Yeah, that was...
Oh god, you fucker! Sorry.
Are you? Are you sorry?
I mean, maybe.
I just asking.
What is going on? I am all sorts of breaking physics right now. Enjoy the Totino's pizza rolls, Sonic. Is there air down here? I hope there's air down here, otherwise I'm gonna die. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Oh, there we go. Not dead. How did you get here? Desmond the Moon Bear.
Sorry, my brain is in a million different places, and I'm seeing like this blue thing running across the screen. And so once upon a time, freshman year of college, I had been drinking because, I mean, I wasn't drinking because I was only a freshman in college and I was not legal, so
I totally wasn't. I've never done drugs, kids, so don't do drugs.
And I don't know what was going on. I think I had hurt myself, which is probably really likely knowing me, and I asked my roommate for some Tylenol, but she did not tell me it was Tylenol PM. So I was, I had Tylenol PM in my system on top of alcohol, and I was out of it. And my friend was like, okay, I'm not leaving you alone because I've never seen you like this, but you need to sleep. So, he put me in his bed where he could watch and make sure I was okay, and turned on Yellow Submarine for me. And apparently, I have no recollection of having done so. In my mostly unconscious state, I was quoting the movie word for word, even though he turned the volume like almost all the way down. But I was quoting along with it, and then I started yelling, "Blue meanies!" And occasionally I'll get a message from him that just says,
Blue meanies?
"Blue meanies."
Fuck you, Robotnik. Give me some rings. No one wants your fucking spiked balls.
Well, in one of my games, I do actually want those. They're helpful, but also spike balls just sounds really kinky. That is some CBT that I have not actually seen or heard anyone talk about enjoying, but I'm sure it's out there.
I'm sure it's out there too. It's. If you can think it, there's a kink about it. Much like how I actually thought about pulling up some Sonic fanfiction that you could read out loud while I was playing this, much like what the Game Grumps had done.
I mean, I can.
No.
Fact, I can. I am capable of doing it. Let's put it that way. I am capable.
Like, it is something that can be done, but why?
Because it's hilarious?
No, it is not.
I think maybe just to have my sense of humor.
Sonic fanfiction just terrifies me.
I mean, I shouldn't say most, a lot of fanfiction is terrifying. I mean, look at 50 Shades of Grey.
Twilight.
Twilight wasn't a fanfiction.
I thought it started off as a fanfiction or
Nope,
something.
50 Shades of Grey was a fanfiction of Twilight.
Oh. I thought they were both, like...
I thought
that's what made it meta, was...
I don't think Twilight's a fanfiction.
Oh.
I could be wrong, because I have refused to read either.
Same. Did you see the thing about after the Bible photo op that happened? There was a challenge going of stand in front of a place you've never been with a book you've never read.
No.
I've kind of wanted to do that. I'd hold up Twilight. Twilight is loosely the Book of Mormon fanfic. That's what I was thinking. There was some like, may not fanfic, but like some relation to something.
I'm trying to think of a book I would hold that would be funny to me. And I was about to say something about Ayn Rand, but unfortunately, thanks to one of my teachers in high school, I've read most of Ayn Rand. So that's time in my life I'll never fucking get back.
Watch Sonic bounce in place. Run in midair. I don't know why I love doing this so much. I do. And you all get to sit through and suffer through my video game therapy. Like that's... I could actually say that's basically how my channel is. Like, you get to sit through my video game therapy.
I don't know. I have to really think about this book thing. It's stumped me. I'm trying to figure out like what would be funny and true.
The Book of Mormon?
I've actually read some of it.
Oh. Go away, Tails. Whee! I'm a pinball! I should play Sonic Spinball, except not, because that's an awful Sonic game and it's an awful pinball game. They didn't make Sonic better, they just made pinball worse.
Oh man, I do love pinball though. Whether like virtual video game pinball or an actual pinball machine, on those pinball machines, like the physicality of it is very nice.
I had thought, and it vanished.
The physicality of pinball?
No.
Making some pinball worse?
Maybe.
Spike balls?
I mean, he is dropping more spike balls and these explode. Oh, right, yeah, your little electricity hurts. I also love that he's got neon all over the side of his ride, like... My boss fights are themed, bitch!
Went on Pet My Ride before your boss fight.
Before Exhibit, quit and cut off his dreads because everyone was mocking him.
I feel bad about that, because, like, I mean, it's funny, but also I, like, genuinely enjoyed him.
Yeah, like, that was bad.
Like, I don't know.
It was like, if I ever became a meme, I guess it would depend on what kind of meme. But like, lean into that shit. Own it. So many of the people have, and it works out well for them.
I mean, you don't want it to get to the point like that's
all. Yeah.
But...
Well, like, Overly Attached Girlfriend. She did, a video series based off that. But then she did other stuff that was equally as entertaining.
Yeah.
A lot of it was one-shots from what I can remember, but like...
DB, be careful. And like, Seven's Ad mascot.
Yep.
Make sure somebody has relevant info. Yada yada. I'm sure you know, but I worry, so I have to like... I can't really go to protest much anymore because my body doesn't handle it well, so now I'm kind of just like riot mom. So, make sure somebody has relevant medical information, contact info, find out who in your area is representing protesters that get arrested, yada yada yada. Oh, and I have a whole long thing about resisting getting kettled while you're at a protest.
I love the kind of trail off there. Like,
I
anyone's
mean,
interested in that.
you're playing Sonic, and I'm sitting here like. Make sure you carry a bobby pin that you can break to help break through a zip tie.
Well, okay, so everyone who hops on the I want to keep politics out of my games bullshit, I have issues with that for one. Because I'm playing Sonic the Hedgehog. And you think, oh, that's just a fun platformer with a blue hedgehog that goes really fast.
No, it's inherently political.
Sonic is billed as an eco-terrorist. He is going against a mechanical overlord who's bent on roboticizing, which is basically just turning living material into robot. Like, all of his robots are powered by small, adorable animals, and Sonic's goal is to free them. And then, like the cartoon, the opening cinematic is him and his friends blowing up a dam to stop the production of these robots. Eco-terrorism. Like,
yeah.
Sonic says solidarity.
Fuck yeah, he does.
Well, that's...
The stranger in Oddworld also says solidarity.
That's another franchise that, you know...
Political as fuck. I mean, you have to be really oblivious to not see.
A lot of... Yeah, like, and that goes for a lot of things. But what got me the most were the people who were like, Final Fantasy VII's not political. Again, the opening act is blowing up a power plant. Oh, but it's to save the Earth. Oh, much like how people are saying that we need to, you know, deal with climate change to save the Earth. You know, yeah, that's not political at all. Wankers, all of them. Noted non-political game, Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah.
If you become a meme, I doubt it would be positive. I mean, I can hope. I can dream, Harold.
I need more jewelry!
But
I do have a lot of as-if audio saved on TikTok.
And, you know, the thing is, as far as me becoming a meme, I don't think I've ever said anything or done anything capable of being entertaining enough to be a meme. Like, my one claim to fame is the fact that if you Google search MarauderEX, you see all that bullshit drama from a few years ago where Sega were assholes. And how I was accredited to talking to them about them being assholes. Like, that's my claim to fame. That's it. Right there.
I mean... doing better than me. You Google... Well, okay. My maiden name. You Google that, you get an actress. That is clearly not me.
Is it? Do we know that for sure?
I know that for sure.
Are you leading a double life?
Why, yes. I am leading a double life. My alternate identity is 6 inches taller than me. I'm doing very well.
Doing very well for himself is... I don't know, it could be, you know, one of those, like, post-hypnotic suggestions. You don't even know you're doing it. You don't even know you are...
That I'm...
6 inches taller.
I'm actually 5'9", and I have very long hair, and I think brown eyes.
Well, what it is when you're under the effects of the post-hypnotic suggestion, you stand up a little taller, and that's apparently...
6 inches taller?
Alright, I'm a guy, you know, the whole inches concept is kind of overblown with me.
Anywho, I don't know that I've actually tried to Google my name I guess what would come up would be somebody else named Jess Gray or Jessica Gray or some other variation, and then eventually you'd find me on something with coffee. Which I don't know when it's going up because Sweatpants and Coffee has altered in light of current events regular posting. But I did write something for Pride that's basically like, you know, the first Pride was a riot and we queer people have an obligation and allies have an obligation to stand with Black Lives Matter and fighting against police brutality. So we'll see when that goes up. I don't know.
I googled you. The top results were YouTube, Twitch, and Reddit. Oh hey. Also, for a while, my Rainfall stuff was there, but I think that's if you searched my actual name, not my username, because I did write under my own name.
Oh, your legal name isn't MarauderEX?
Sometimes I wish it were, but no, it's not.
I mean, I hope not, because then, like, our lease agreement is fucked up.
As is, my mortgage. And probably, you know, a bunch of other documentation. Should probably call work and be like, hey, is my 401k still...
I did not, in my, whatever, last week, tell y'all about my adventure with my MacBook and my foot. So there's a problem that I experience having fibromyalgia, and I end up with, neuropathy in my hands. And I dropped my MacBook on my foot, and luckily my MacBook is okay, but I nearly split my toe open. That was some shit.
That was impressive.
Well
that was
done.
fun. And Penn probably won't have to have a mortgage. House is unclear. If I move, probably go. I mean, I rented for a while, like having an apartment, and it got so expensive in terms of renting here that a mortgage made more sense.
Yeah.
To rent. Like I came out ahead on a mortgage payment versus a monthly rental payment, and then it's the yes, I also own this. I can drill whatever holes into whatever walls I want.
Yeah.
Which is...
yeah. My husband and I, when we bought our house, like, it was more expensive. Like, we were paying more on our mortgage, but only by, like, $200 for double the square footage. And complete control over the property, and didn't have an HOA. So, like,
yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about here is there is an HOA. They're pretty useless, but they're also pretty much not here. Like, they send nasty grams occasionally, but for the most part, they just kind of keep their shit to themselves. And most of the time when they send me a nastygram, I send them one back saying, leave me the fuck alone. No one likes you. And they typically do. Because, you know... Oh god. I don't know. So is that the same?
Oh man, Pen, that the back of your own foot? Ow!
What happened?
I once cracked my big toenail by accidentally kicking my front heel into my back foot.
Oh.
Ow! I mean, once again, I can go on my rant about HOAs and the surveillance state and how it intersects with the police state. But I think y'all know my feelings about that. Things I am not shy about.
Riding Vines. I actually do love this zone. The music is awesome. I actually, while I was working the other day, because, you know...
Oh, Pen, I want to read that. I had a fanfic once that involved Dr. Wily versus the HOA. I want to read that shit.
So do I, actually. I would love to read that.
And yeah, they're totally proto-fascists. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry, you were at work.
I was listening to Sonic the Hedgehog music while working from home, because why not? Like, what else am I gonna do while I'm...
I mean, you could listen to one of my weird-ass podcasts.
I probably could. I could probably take this time to get caught up and start picking up your weird-ass podcasts. Because, you know... I had gone through and watched a ton of the Game Grumps back catalog during all this pandemic shit. Like, I've gone through and rewatched most of their Zelda stuff. Most of their Sonic stuff, all of their Mega Man stuff. Like, I'd find a playlist and just, you know, go through it. It means it was on in the background most of the time and I wasn't paying, you know, super attention to it, but, you know, when do I ever pay super attention to anything?
I mean, I think several times you pay super attention to things. But it's usually when you're building something, usually a computer, or when you're angry about something.
Which is usually when I'm building a computer. Speaking of, I'm going to be fixing my computer. So I have this on my new case. When I posted a tweet about it, what, December?
Oh, something.
December, January?
Yeah.
I got a new case, and I got a few upgrades. The case has this fantastic mesh dust cover, and I love it because it does keep... I don't... You can probably see some of the dust that hasn't been in... The problem is it's magnetic. And that doesn't sound like a problem, but the ball bearings and the fan on the top of the case are now being affected by the magnet. And so every so often it'll just start making this ridiculous noise that sounds like a hard drive failing. And at first I thought it was one of my hard drives failing, and so I ran a bunch of disk checks on it to make sure. No, it's the fan. And I took the mesh screen off, and as soon as I took it off, the noise stopped. And I'm like, the fuck? And I showed it to Jesse like later that night. I'm like, this is what it is. And
he
like
showed me that he was having trouble with his balls.
You do ask about how they are healing after.
I do.
I had a vasectomy years ago at this point. And now we're sitting here talking about my balls and live. We were at dinner and Jesse was making a crack about how read an article about how...
Okay, no, you have to set the scene. So we invited them over for dinner, my husband and I at the house, and I'd made fried chicken and mashed potatoes and like just a whole spread. And as I'm laying things out on the table, I walked by and I was like, I've read that when you're healing from a vasectomy, it's really helpful to have a sense of community. So I just wanted to ask, how are your balls?
That is exactly how it went. As I was eating delicious fried chicken. And this has become a recurring joke for years of just randomly someone in our circle of friends will just be like, how are your balls? To anyone in the group. Doesn't matter who. I think Libet's...
I'm very proud of myself.
I think Libet has come up to you and be like, so how are your balls doing?
Yep. So, but hey, I was trying to be a thoughtful, caring friend.
What is the chat going? There is...
I kind of lost track of where things are.
I mean, they're probably continuing conversation to avoid talking about my testicles.
But
Because let's
but why? Come on. No, you were having trouble with your ball bearings.
I was having trouble with my ball bearings. So I ended up ordering a new CPU cooler because the problem with it is like I'm going to need to put a radiator on the top of the case so that the dust fan or the dust screen will still be functional. Because I can't just get another... Like, I tried finding fans that don't use metal ball bearings as a form, and, like, those that don't are magnetic. And I'm like, I don't think that's going to be a good call. Magnets. How do they work?
You got me that time.
Ball support is important.
Mind the stepchildren, you know.
But yeah, so I'm trying to talk myself into not doing it tonight because I'm not gonna have a ton of energy to completely dismantle my computer tonight, and I should go to bed at a reasonable hour because I actually do have to go into the office tomorrow. But you know,
soon is the bullet point soon.
It's like I want to work on it because but then
So you can be super intense and actually pay attention, but also be angry.
Like, Rowan, you showed up.
Oh hey, it's the Void.
What you doing, son?
Why don't you say hi to everybody? Come here.
Everyone loves you because you're the Void. Say hi to everyone.
Say hi.
You don't like the hedgehog as much. You don't seem to care. That's your brother's toy. You are definitely more the string is life.
Yeah, you like this string.
Hi. You're a good boy. He was super fucking needy earlier today and was just like, I must be in your lap.
Meanwhile,
I need the attention.
Axis woke me up at 5:45 this morning. And then he decided he needed to be there for half of therapy today. And then when he decided that it was time for him to leave, instead of walking all over the rest of the queen-size bed behind me, decides to walk on top of my computer. And so, like, my therapist just saw, like, cat for a minute because he paused. I guess he was posing? Like, I don't fucking know. Yeah. It was,
My cats.
You were asked to define a reasonable hour for bed.
Oh, I was asked to define a reasonable hour for
Yeah,
bed.
what is a reasonable hour?
Well, for me, a reasonable is I'm a fucking old person and I go to bed before 11 because I have to be at work. And I say that considering I work in here now. I have to be at work at 7, which means I have to be up and in front of my computer at 7. Which it takes me all of 2 minutes to, you know, put some clothes on and walk in here and turn my computer on so that I can officially be at work. But I'm trying to stay within a reasonable, you know, similar frame so that when all of this pandemic shit does end, I can go back to work as normal without being too fucked up from having to deal with, you know, schedule changes. So,
I mean, I also go to bed usually before 11, but I'm usually laying there until 2, 3.
I have to go to bed at 10 p.m. because I have to get up at 6 a.m. to be at work by. That's basically it. Like if I'm driving to work on a regular day, I'm there by 7:15. But I have to deal with morning traffic through a major highway. So like
a major highway that's been continually under construction since I moved here.
Yeah, and it's going to be for the next 2 years, I think, is what the proposed timeline was for it. So, like, it's not going to be anytime soon.
So probably 4 years in actuality.
Yeah.
The proposal was 2 years.
So, like, it takes me about, 20 minutes to a half hour to get to work from here. So, like, I got to get up in time to, get dressed, get cleaned up, try to eat something before I go into work. Otherwise, I spend a ridiculous amount of money at one of the local eateries for breakfast. And, while it's great food, I don't need to spend that money constantly.
And have a little bit as a treat.
Or I should, stop spending money on I don't eat avocado toast, but they serve it there. Where the fuck did you just go, Tails? Did you see him launch?
No idea.
But yeah, so like
Another dimension.
So yeah, like part of me really wants to, after the live stream tonight, just be like, nah, I can totally do this in a reasonable amount of time and still get to bed at a normal hour. And it's the fact that I do have to actually go into the office tomorrow to drop off some equipment that, I gotta be there, not at my usual time, but I do still have to work tomorrow. But yeah, like, nah, I really want to do this. And the problem is, like, I keep having to put it off to a degree because, like, I need to go to my parents tomorrow because my parents just bought a house. And they are in the process of packing and moving and getting all their shit taken care of. But I still have a bunch of my shit at their house. So I have to go get that tomorrow. So that they can put their current house on the market. So like I gotta do that. But I wanna work on my computer.
Well, no, you don't have to remind me. I'll remember as soon as I get talking about it. To tell your parents that they help them stage the house.
Where the fuck am I going? I'm stuck in this loop of I don't know where I'm going. I know I'm not going the right way. I'm getting lost in talking about fixing my computer.
You nerd.
I mean, was there ever any doubt?
I mean,
I'm a Let's Player on the internet. There are people who are surprised I've had sex.
You're gonna make me look like a nerd in front of Helix. A thing I have actually said. Oh, no!
Hmm?
A robot scorpion tail? No, that is not appropriate.
Well, I mean...
Nope.
Don't like the robot scorpion tail?
Nope.
What about the laser cannon that comes out? Like, how's that?
Okay, I have a problem with scorpions. I have a problem with scorpions. I'm trying to decide when I'm actually gonna. I have two specialty limited release beers in the fridge that one I got for my birthday last year, and one I've been hanging on to for a couple of years, that I'm saving for a special occasion, and because, you know, the world just keeps getting shittier, I just haven't found a special occasion to do it yet. But one of them is 99 Scorpions, and it's brewed with food grade scorpions, and it's my revenge against the scorpion that got me when I was in middle school. Be like, I'm drinking your cousin's, motherfucker.
Serious question, what's the deal with avocados? Why do people seem to treat us as burgeois? I have no idea. I'm not an avocado fan. I'm not a fan of most fruits or vegetables, honestly. It's amazing that I'm alive, given the quality of the food that I eat. But no, I don't get the avocado or the guacamole, because it is, you know, mostly made out of.
I like avocado. I don't love it. It's not, like you said, to me it's not ambrosia. It is not, man. But like I like it on some things, and I like guacamole if it's not made with cilantro. I hate cilantro. But it's not the be all end all, and I think it's kind of gotten that rap because it is so temperamental, and like it's right for like 2 seconds. And probably just the avocado growers just get a really good campaign for a while. I mean,
what's the fruit that Eddie Izzard had the stand-up about that they're ripe for all of like 2 seconds and it's not when you're in the room? Was it pears?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh god, Eddie Izzard, like there.
It might have been pears.
Had this great stand-up bit about. It's like, wait for they're out of the room, wait for them to be out of the room, and ripen. Nope. Now we're rotten. Like literally, that's the window of freshness for them, and I forget what it is. I'll need to go watch it.
But I mean, honestly, I've had a similar experience with bananas sometimes, and
8 stars.
I'm sure they don't like you either.
They don't. They keep exploding at me. Trying to poke me with their pointy bit. Hey, stars, how are your balls doing? Rowan, what are you doing? I think you're probably getting into trouble. Because you look like you're getting ready to chew on the power cord.
Hey, buddy.
Why?
Hi. Wait, what are you doing?
Being a fucking weirdo?
I will happily pet you and give you face stitches so you don't have to rub up against a power cord.
He's like, but I like the sensation. And now he's gonna run. Come here, son. Come here. Say hi to all the nice people. Say hi.
Oh, Billy and Beans.
He gets very confused when we mess with his toe beans. He's like, why people? Why is this a thing? Look at you. You're the void.
Except for, like, in your armpits.
Yeah, you got a little white spot in your armpit, a little white spot in your chest, and a little white spot near one of your hind legs. You've got these adorable little white spots. Do most people not like garlic? I love garlic.
Yeah, garlic is amazing.
Most people lose their shit when they find out I don't like ice cream. Not fond of veggies raw, steamed so that they're crisp. So I don't like a lot of vegetables. And in part because they need flavor. We've had this conversation where they need flavor. Jesse made, like, I used to hate green beans, but Jesse made some really kick-ass green beans. And I'm like, okay, yeah, if this is what green beans are supposed to taste like, I like this. It's just most people don't seem to feel that green beans are supposed to taste like that. So it was not as, oh hey, he's playing with the pink hedgehog.
What's that, buddy?
Alright, that crab just dick punched me, and I kinda hate him. Listen here, robot cypher. Rowan! Do you have the pink hedgehog? You don't normally play with that. But your brother's not in here, so... They are very particular about their toys. Like, Rowan has a set... Like, these are Rowan's toys, and then Axis has his own toys, and they typically don't overlap except for some of the strings. Like, that's the...
Yeah. Although that has made for some pretty excellent entertainment on days when, like, we just can't brain, we just there and have, like, 2 strings going, and the cat's kind of losing their shit. It's very irritating.
It is. It really is. That's one of the good things about having pets, you know, as the world is crumbling. At least you have entertainment. Like, they are always, they're comforting and entertaining, and yes. God.
It's just, it is great, because, like, right now, my mental capacity is, like, spent, trying to do research and pass on information or whatever, so when it comes to entertainment, like, I'm watching SpongeBob, okay? Like, that's where I'm at. No shame, fucking love SpongeBob, but that's about what I can handle right now.
Yeah, we've... The 2 main things that we've been watching is My Hero Academia and SpongeBob. That's really the only 2 things that have been on the TV. We tried rewatching a couple of shows like The Expanse, and we're just like...
I love it, it's great, but I just can't...
I can't brain. I can't brain today.
Well,
I have
and
the
also
dump.
right now witnessing police violence in space is not awesome.
That's one of the reasons why I can't go back and rewatch Babylon 5. Just watching, you know, the Earth central government kind of follow the same pathway that we're going on now is unnerving at best. God, stop. Fucking stars. So much shit flying at me. This is the level that most people just fucking hate from this game because of those things. You took a good level design and you fucked it up, Sega. Watch the Greek anime, Marauder. Do it for the Olympics as they should have been. Only sugar snaps are valid to me. When I hear about sugar snaps, I think about Sugar Snap, the cereal with the frog. Snap, snap, sugar snap. Give me a smack and I'll smack your mouth.
Wasn't it Sugar Smacks?
Was it? I don't know. Fuck it. Same thing. I don't know. Don't ask me shit. I'm barely calm. And as I said, smack, and the whole, like, is it? Yeah, it totally fucking is now. My brain. Let me show you it.
I mean,
I think my...
Oh my god, so I do need to make cornbread soon because I throw some honey in there and some diced jalapenos, and it is great with some fucking chili. sweet and spicy and savory, and it's awesome.
See, I'm mixed on cornbread. There are times that I like cornbread, and then there are times that I just can't stand cornbread, and I don't understand why.
There could be a lot of reasons why. But it's okay. Usually, I mean, there's some cornbread that I'm like, it's functionally cornbread. It's not necessarily good. But I'll eat it. So I guess I'll just eat whatever you don't like with the cornbread. Although we did have barbecue the other night, and those hush puppies were so good. I really wish they included so many more.
Those were actually really good.
I need to see if I can replicate that recipe because that was delicious.
Yeah, that's right. Go ahead and shoot your spikes. Shoot your goo! Son of a bitch. I hate... Well, I have no rings. I'm going to die. Because I can almost guarantee I'm going to hit those spikes or get crushed, like Tails just did. Gotta get away so that the screw will reset. Gotta reset my screw. If I had a nickel for every time. I have a nickel.
Yes, fat does make everything better. It's just a matter of choosing the right fat for the particular job.
That sounds like a slogan for something. The right fat for the right job.
I mean...
It sounds like...
What can I say? I'm the ideas man.
It sounds like a chapter out of a Paula Deen cookbook.
Except I'm not virulently racist.
This is true.
But I do believe in lots of butter.
I only have 2 valid barbecue places left. Those opened right just before the pandemic. So these places,
man.
I don't know when they opened. We have a lot of barbecue places.
But this one is pretty new.
This one's pretty, and then a lot of barbecue places that we've got are like fast food barbecue.
Yeah.
And that's not. No.
But what he ordered the other day was like legit smokehouse barbecue, and it was. Although their potato salad was bland as fuck.
So I think that their sides in general were kind of because I got the Gruyere mac and cheese as a side, and I was really not impressed with it. That was probably some of the most bland mac and cheese I've ever had.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Because mac and cheese there's no excuse.
I really wish.
And I had to fix the coleslaw too because like it was something. So they need work on their sides, but the hush puppies and the brisket was.
Because I got their pulled chicken platter and it was good. I'm actually really hypercritical of a lot of places for their chicken because a lot of barbecue places will really half-ass the chicken because they focus more on pork.
Yeah. Especially here in the North Carolina pulled pork, blah blah blah.
Yeah. So like I will judge a place pretty harshly if they've got shitty barbecue chicken. Oh God. Why? Why must you haunt my nightmares?
I kind of wish I could get a job as like a consultant, like recipe something or another. I mean, it's clearly not chef. I don't have the training for that, but some sort of consultant for shit like that, and be like, okay, this is good. Let's fix your coleslaw. Let's fix your collards. Oh my god. I can't remember what the name of that place is that Justin ordered from, but those were the blandest, mushiest, like, in a bad way, collards I have ever had. Like, you're doing it wrong.
Like, you could be the flavor consultant.
Yeah, let me be that. And all context of flavor. Like, interior design or, you know. Do you need a place, like, queered up some more? I'm real good at that. Do you need it nerded up some more? I'm also good at that.
Well, I just fucked that up. Yeah, because I hate this boss. And there are rings. Okay, good.
Yeah, so would I, 7. It's not my fault people don't know what's good. That's all I'm saying.
I hate this boss with a burning passion of 1,000 fiery suns. Because...
Because
like your fake bubble Robotnik hit me. Plus, you know, playing it on an emulator actually right now kind of sucks because a little bit of lag that I'm noticing. So like hitting things is a little more difficult. Yeah, I'm rolling. Like, what the fuck was up with that? I got hit on the fucking rebound, and now I'm gonna die again. Oh, no, I can use tail. I will abuse tails.
maybe don't put it that way.
He's invincible. There you go, Tails. Well, I really don't think I should, that this is a mechanic that should work, but it's working, so. You gotta. Fuck! Alright, we're gonna let Tails take that, because that was actually working for a second.
Yeah, apparently I make a mean roast duck, but I don't particularly like duck. But apparently I'm good at cooking it. I don't know. Ditto with eggs.
Tails, you're supposed to be my meat shield. Alright, well, I was gonna say, that Robotnik just fucked off.
Do.
Hate this boss. Hate him. Fine, I will do it the slow way. Do it the slow way, do the thing. So I can pop your balloons. Pop the balloons. Hate you. And Tails, if you could have just like hopped in and gotten a second hit, that would have been super fucking helpful. Alright. Fuck you, Tony.
Also, concentrating, but angry.
I mean, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. Alright, hop over you. Hop over you. You're gonna do the thing. I'm gonna duck under you. Right here. You're gonna spin around. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna pop your bubble clone. And lather, rinse, repeat, ad nauseum. But if I can take advantage of Tails getting an extra free hit, I'm gonna do it. Didn't. I meant to jump over you with that, but I'm an idiot!
Teriyaki. Man, now I'm hungry.
Yeah, you made some sketty earlier that was apparently too salty.
Well, the noodles. I salted for a full pot of noodles and not a half pot, and so it's disappointing.
He's down to 2 balls. I can handle 2 balls. As evidenced by my vasectomy. Really? And then he just kind of shows up with a gun. Szechuan is way too spicy. Szechuan sauce!
Oh,
it's
I
my
love
character arc,
Szechuan. Okay, so I don't know when it happened. I used to be really timid when it comes to food and not adventurous at all. And now it's like, I will try anything once. Food. I will try any food once. And I love spicy shit. Like, let it melt my face off. Give me the capsaicin. And I don't know why. I don't know where it came from. I have no idea. Just one day, I like it.
I love the tiny turtles riding the bigger turtles. I think they're adorable. Like, to the point where it's like, I don't even bother trying to kill them. I just kind of let them do their thing. Mostly because this level also has a lot of collision detection issues, and you can spin dash off Tails' plane and just die. And I don't want to do that, so not gonna do it.
That's alright, Pen. You can have so much guac, and I will take all of the spicy. Teamwork.
Makes the dream work. I don't know why I like doing that. It entertains me. And I have no rings!
Oh yeah, I do love horseradish, and I love true wasabi. I mean, I know most of the wasabi we have is horseradish based, but I love both of them. It's, yes, please, delicious.
I had a hard time processing that statement because when you said horseradish based, just the way that the lead up to that sentence sounded almost made it sound like I like true wasabi. A lot of the wasabi we have now is horse shit. Just like, that's how my brain parsed that, and I'm like,
I mean, it's not truly horse shit. Yeah, autistic. Yes, I got you.
I mean,
I do have a lot of food issues, but they're all texture related.
And speaking of a stream chat potluck, if I could have a stream potluck with my viewers, that'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I would stream the hell out of that shit. That sounds like it would be a blast. I also hate the heat. I hate the heat. I hate summer so much. I love winter because if I'm cold, I can always put more layers on. But there's a limit to how many layers I can take off. For like,
no, give me. Well, okay, don't give me like extreme summer, because then I'll also have issues. But winter makes me hurt so bad. I'll take summer any day.
It's like right now I'm warm, and the other day I got super overheated after exercising. That like I'm sitting there laying under my fan, just thinking, if I could take my skin off to cool me down faster, I would. If there was a zipper that just allowed the meat sack to come off. Like, because I was so warm. And, like, being in a split-level house, like, 2-story houses are kind of a pain in the ass for heating and cooling anyway, but split levels are worse.
Well, yeah, okay. This split level is especially worse because it's actually a 2-story, and what makes it a split level is just the entry.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's really a 2-story house.
And part of that is like the first floor, half of it is below grade, so like heating and cooling is such a clusterfuck, and you've got that one section for the stairs that basically just acts as a big funnel.
Yeah.
So like all of the AC goes straight downstairs, all of the heat in the winter goes straight upstairs, because it's just a big fucking corkscrew, and it's such a pain. So like upstairs is probably about 4 or 5 degrees warmer or colder than downstairs at any given moment. Which is just insane. Like, downstairs is probably rather comfortable. And that's the thing. That, like, the first few years that I was living here, like, I very rarely came upstairs except to sleep, since the master bedroom is right behind me. But, like, I would spend most of my time downstairs because it was just so much cooler downstairs than upstairs.
You and I are living in the wrong parts of the house.
I think so. I really think... At this point, we might need to reevaluate how to switch. And that's actually one thing that I was joking around about with my parents. Like, since my parents are, again, selling their house, if I could afford my parents' house, I would buy it. It has so many features that I would want in a house. It's got a nice porch. It's got a garage. It's got a fireplace. Those were things that I really wanted with this house and didn't get. Mostly because by the time we saw this one and saw the price for it, we were like, okay, I gave up a lot of things to get this house for dirt cheap. But like my parents' house is just like, they've got those things, and then it is technically a 3-story house. The top story is an unfinished attic that the design plan was to be finished and be like
a bonus room.
And so, like, you've got 3 stories. You've got a first floor master bedroom, which, you know, that would work out well for you, so you didn't have to go upstairs. It's got a second, basically a second master upstairs. It's a full-size bedroom with a bathroom attached. It doesn't have a bathtub, but it's got a shower stall, but I don't take baths. It's like, it's that electric car thing the neighbor kids have. Neighbor kids have, like, one of the Power Wheels type, and when they first turn it on, and it sounds like a cat in a blender. It sounds awful. But yeah, like, there's so much about their house that I love, and like the square footage it's I think 1,000 square foot more than this. I think it's 3,000. I'd have to check. But like, the only problem is like it's in no way affordable given the side of town that it's on, the age of the neighborhood. Plus, I'm pretty sure their HOA dues are up there.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
And it's like right next to the major shopping area now.
Yeah.
So like property values are fucking insane. But like I would love to buy their house. I don't have a lot of emotional attachment to that house because it's not where I grew up. Because they bought that house right when I graduated high school. Mm-hmm. So like all of my formative years were elsewhere. So there's not a lot of emotional attachment, but like from a practical standpoint as a home, like that's the thing when you get old enough to, you start as a homeowner shit, like you get excited about the weirdest shit. Like Libet ordered a new recycle bin, and she's like, "Yay, my recycle bin's here!" And then we got a new recycle bin thanks to her as well.
Very excited.
And we're like, "Yes, we have 2 recycle bins. Now we can get rid of a lot of the cardboard and the like."
Also, we produce way more recycling than we do trash.
Yeah, we do.
Just
like we don't generate a lot of trash because a lot of the stuff that could be trash is recyclable, like the boxes of food that we like.
Yeah.
All that's cardboard shit.
And I clean stuff out, and
I'm eating out the clock now. We only have a few minutes, and I don't have enough time to actually do this level, so I'm just kind of
I don't know. I want a little 1-story bungalow on a maybe a half acre or something, so I can have a little garden in the back and a big magnolia tree out front, and maybe a plum tree.
Well, see, that's the thing.
And that's it. That's all I want. Just a little.
My parents are sitting on like 6 acres now. I think is what they said. And Mom was like, "Well, if you want to build a small cabin on our land," I'm like,
Don't tease.
Well, because I was telling her, like, my brother built his house just recently. He and his wife built their dream house. And he built it.
We helped a little mini bit.
Yeah, we helped put down flooring. We helped make the flooring go a little bit faster. But, like, they designed it how they wanted. They built it how they wanted. And that's probably what's going to happen to me. If I ever do sell this house, my next house I'm going to build as per spec that I want. Because, like, trying to find a house that, matches my criteria for things that I would want would be incredibly difficult.
Yeah. God, we're old.
I'm sitting here talking about...
We're grown-ups.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you
People entrust us with legal decisions.
Fuck. Don't get me started on that. Thank you all for tuning into this live stream. I hope it's been somewhat entertaining because I know the last couple have been a little rough given our mental states have been super taxed. And that goes for everyone. I know all of you guys are super stressed as well. And I know the last couple live streams were at weird times and weird shit going on, all around. So I know, like, I felt bad after both of those live streams because, like, I know we tried, but I know I didn't deliver, and I always want to deliver decent entertainment, and I always...
That was on me. It's not very funny.
I mean, I need to be funny. It's my channel. I'm the one who's supposed to be funny. It would be really shitty if, like, my channel was just, here's my friend who's funny, give me views. Like...
Well, I'm not on the channel. I'm just on the live streams. Anywho, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Again, let me know how you like the new layout for the design, because I'm testing, ideas for backgrounds and shit. I made this one to try to make it like one of the Shining Force windows. If you go back and watch my replay of Shining the Holy Ark, how I had the windows set up for like the chat and menu and things for the conversations in game. I kind of tried to make it look like that to a degree, but then I'm like, it's 95% of it's covered by game, so like it's probably very difficult to see. But like I've actually tried toying around with ideas of making this look like it, and a lot of people just gave up on trying to have the entire thing filled up. They just put their face cam over the gameplay, and so I'm trying new stuff. So I'd like some feedback on it. But yeah, I really hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. I actually did have a blast going back playing a game that this is part of my childhood. I remember this game so vividly. I have done a Let's Play of it with Culex. And I need to go back and redo it for better quality, I think. I think that's one of the ones that really needs to be redone. But, yes, check out my other stuff. I'm trying to have regularly scheduled content go up. Magic Night, I will need to record more this weekend, and I'm getting up a backlog of Mario and Rabbids. And so that'll start going up in the near future as well. So,
like, favorite, subscribe, Twitter, Sweatpants and Coffee, shit coming up soon. It's
check
angry.
It's angry.
I'm angry. Black Lives Matter, say your name. If you go to protest, please be safe about it. Continue wearing a mask and social distancing to the best of your ability. Make sure you pack water, snacks, mask, goggles, etc. Be safe. Give someone your contact information.
Yes.
And hand sanitizer. Freaking hand sanitizer all day long.
Wash your hands.
And wash your damn hands. It's still a pandemic.
Yep. So, take care of yourselves, please. Please, take care of yourselves. Because I do look forward every week to seeing you all in chat. I really do. So, every new face warms my heart a little bit, and every returning face, it's great getting a chance to talk to you all.
And thanks for being here, Clifford. It's good to see you. Thanks for the
Notice
subscription.
You. Yes, thank you. Welcome.
Notice
me, senpai. And we'll see you next week. Same hat time, same hat channel. Thursdays at 7:30 Eastern time. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And if for whatever reason I do have to change that, I do post about it on Twitter. I do try to keep updates on Twitter. I forget to tweet entertaining things all the time, but I do updates. So, do. I need to go. Anyway.
Bye, guys. Love you much. Be careful.